Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to Get Hit with the Truth. So, doing the recap from the Showtime triple header that took place on Saturday, February 26th, as we saw a couple upsets, surprises on that card. All three fights kind of had eye-opening things that happened. We start with the undercard now. Again, I normally don't cover the little guys. Anything from 118 and lower, I usually just stay away from that. There are some big names like Nonito Donaire, and Chocolatito, but 112, Jerwin Ancajas took on some guy named Fernando Martinez, and I know who Ancajas is, and I hadn't seen boxing in a while. And Ancajas, that guy, I just seen his name floating around for years now. And I went back and looked, after they said he'd made 10 title defenses, and the guy's been champion since 2016, and he took on Fernando Martinez, and he really got outworked in this one and outclassed, outworked pretty much, as Martinez just went in there and took the fight to Ancajas and really kind of broke him down and got a clean unanimous decision and walked away as the new world champion at 112 pounds. So that was an upset, surprising, and it was a good action fight. So just wanted to show some love to that fight as I was able to catch that. The co-feature was the fight I really wanted to see, as it was Gary Antoine Russell against Victor Postol, the former champ. So Russell was coming in undefeated, 14-0, 14 knockouts, was trying to make a name for himself, was trying to prove that he belonged in the top 10 and possibly top 5, taking on the former champ Postol, who, just a year and a half prior, took the number 2 guy at 140 the distance and almost beat him. Lost a close majority decision to Jose Ramirez as he fought for the title, and he's a guy that's only lost to the best. He's lost to Josh Taylor, he lost to Terrence Crawford, and he lost to Jose Ramirez. So 3 top-tier fighters at 140 that Postol had lost to, and he went in against this guy and was, against Russell, Gary Russell's brother, and, came in, with a heavy heart as Ukraine got invaded earlier in the week, and his family was there. And he was trying to get back there, and he fought a good fight. He just couldn't keep up with the pace that Gary Russell was setting. That's the way I saw it. He won some rounds, but Russell, in my opinion, was just outworking Victor Postol, and he was pushing the pace. He was dictating the pace. And that's why I had him winning going into the 10th round. And I had him winning clean. I thought Postol needed to catch him with something big and end the night for Russell. And he did, he did kind of back him off a couple times with some good counter shots, Postol did. But Gary Antoine Russell proved he belonged. Now, the fight was stopped prematurely in the 12th round right there. It shouldn't have been stopped. But nonetheless, I think he was going to win a decision. And, I thought Russell boxed well, kept coming forward, landed some good combinations. He was landing that hook. And I felt like he kept putting the pressure on, and that's why I had him winning, and it was a good performance. So this guy proves he belongs. Victor Postol, that might be all she wrote for him in terms of competing at the top level, but we'll see. And, that was the co-feature. And then in the main event, we saw an upset take place as Hector Garcia came out of nowhere, took the fight on short notice, and defeated the undefeated Chris Colbert to become the number 1 contender essentially for the WBA title. I mean, the WBA, it was a 3-week, the fight was, it was supposed to be Roger Gutierrez against Chris Colbert in a mandatory fight. And Gutierrez had to pull out of the fight, and he would take on Colbert instead. He would take on Garcia instead. And Garcia went in there and he just put it on Chris Colbert. He dominated him. And the one thing that Chris Colbert lacks is power. And when you're getting outworked in a fight, you hope that your power can come through. And he just didn't have what it took. He had to hold on to finish the fight. And Hector Garcia, my hat's off to him. That guy really, really put it on Chris Colbert. And essentially is now in line to fight for a world title against Roger Gutierrez. I mean, the WBA sanctioned the fight as an eliminator, and he deserves the first shot. I know Colbert was calling for a rematch, but I think Hector Garcia has earned himself a title shot against Roger Gutierrez. So, a great performance by Garcia. You got to hand it to him. Colbert, I think he was widely overlooking Garcia, and that's probably why this happened. But Hector Garcia pulls off the upset, and we saw 3 fresh faces turn over the boxing world on Saturday, March 26th on Showtime. So congrats to Fernando Martinez, the new 112-pound champion. Congrats to Gary Antoine Russell. He has thrown himself into a wide open 140-pound division now, and proven that he belongs in the top 10 and possibly top 5. And Hector Garcia has thrown himself into a wide open 130-pound super featherweight division and probably earned himself a title shot. So we'll see what happens. But that's it. That's what I got. I hope you guys enjoyed it. True Boxing, you've been hit with the truth.